fucking girl! Oh man, nice, wait a minute. Where's the squirrel? What happened to the squirrel? Where's the rest of the squirrel? Where's the rest of the squirrel? I'm bringing the squirrel back! Yes! I am bringing it back! Finish. Little dick. Or cock. Why am I copying Turret's guy? Alright. Watch. Better. I did my best.
Everything was all good until you tainted it, you fucking normie! You fucking normie!
You're a fucking normie!
You're a fucking
It doesn't matter what I do, I always do something wrong. Oh. Alright guys, be ready to pause to solve this equation. That's right, ladies and gentlemen, we're gonna be doing math. Let's solve the equation. Now, we all know that some of the viewers' answers are 0, while others are 4. However, many people would look at 4 as the correct answer, but I didn't say not a very single thing about PEMDAS. Nope, not a damn single thing about PEMDAS. As a matter of fact, PEMDAS was irrelevant to the equation.
I did art.
I know none of you guys didn't come to this video to get mind-fucked by the Illuminati. I'm feeling tired, so let me go back to sleep for a moment. So yeah, I'm gonna go, play with bubble wrap childhood memories. Okay, yeah. I would go ahead and talk about the Genesis, but that would be kind of like out of order, because I started out with the Dreamcast, and if I started with the Genesis and then go straight to the Saturn, it would be kind of like in a weird, odd order, but yeah. Kind of sucks, but oh well. What do you expect? Anyway, let's go ahead and talk about the Sega Saturn, since we can go backwards in this order. So we started out with the not the Sega Genesis, but the Sega Dreamcast. We'll talk about the Sega Saturn. Alright, here's what we know about the Saturn. This was supposed to release later in the fall, but somehow, during a keynote speech at E3 1995, the Saturn was of course revealed, and oh yeah, it's out now, guys, it's so out now, and this led to a lot of rushed titles, and of course pissed off developers. That's right, guys. And, however, yeah, it was rushed in the US, that's what I say, and it wasn't rushed in Japan, and yeah, it had more games in Japan, including Eurojays, a cult classic Radiant Silver Gun, and etc., of course. And yes, the Saturn did better in Japan. And the console was rushed in the fucking USA. But if people paid attention, we accidentally wrote a 3. So that means Half-Life 3 is confirmed for arcades using Sega's new Ring Edge arcade system. Okay, so best known titles for the Saturn were The House of the Dead rail shooter, Nights into Dreams, Virtua Fighter 2, Enemy Zero, a rare game from Keiji Inafune. Not shit. Keiji Eno. I'm very sorry. Okay. Alright, game by Keiji Eno. You're stuck in a spaceship full of invisible aliens where one hit, one kill. And of course, one hit, one death. Whatever. Was ported to PC later with the fucking map. Okay. So we got Enemy Zero. Fun game. Give that a try. Alright. We got Enemy Zero. Radiant Silver Gun. That's pretty much in Japan. That is a Japanese import. It did came to North America, but only on Xbox 360. Alright. If you don't want to give Microsoft money, then the game where it first released on Saturn is not that hard of a find. As a matter of fact, Clockwork Knight is also a selling game, and Saturn Bomberman with its lovely 10-player multiplayer. Anyway, let's keep going. Alright, here are some games that I pretty much got for the Sega Saturn. We have Virtua Fighter 2. Okay. This would be funny if they just fell out of the envelope and then it kind of like Brian was like, I had Virtua Fighter 2. That would be funny. Alright, we have Shanghai Triple Threat, which was in a factory seal package. Impressive. Battle Arena Toshinden Ultimate Revenge Attack. Yes, it says URA. Oh, yeah, no, never mind. There's the subtitle right there. So that's what the URA stands for, Ultimate Revenge Attack. This edition is pretty much different from the PS1 version because you do have the 2 new fighters. You do get Ripper, Ron, and however you do see some 2 new bosses. It's just basically new shit being added to it. Alright, we do have Bug 1. This is pretty much surprising because, hey, I'm pretty much finding it surprised that they even had the audacity to put the word bitch on the description in the back of the box for a kids to adults rated game. Now you can know how hardcore it is. Yeah, I think I got it right. Okay, so yeah. Yeah, the plot, Bitchy Widow Queen Cadavra. That's what pretty much stunned me. I'm like, what the fuck? And then there's NBA Jam Tournament Edition. But Sega Saturn, since it's very likely to get more of the arcade version. And of course, I like Midway games. I love Midway, and you gotta know, Midway's responsible for Mortal Kombat. And of course, they're known for their ridiculous sports game where there's like no rules and shit, so that's fucking cool. So yeah, NBA Jam Tournament Edition. Oh yes, and you can do up to 4 players. It may say it one in the back, but if you get the multi-tap, yeah, 1 to 4 players. I don't know why Midway decided to do that. Actually, Acclaim published it. I don't know why Acclaim said 1 to 2 players when there's support from the multi-tap allowing for 4 players. I don't get it. It's just, I really, really don't get it. As for the Saturn controller, oh hey, as a matter of fact, it's a pretty much different controller, not the first-party controller, but let's minus out the little auto and the little turbo thing, and here's what you'll find in a Saturn controller. So this is going to be also in a first party. However, I'm going to exclude the auto feature and the and that turbo thing. Also, yeah, it's a Super Pad 8 for Sega Saturn, but it's pretty much the same thing except with auto and turbo shit added, but whatever. Anyway, so you have your typical D-pad. You do have ABC and XYZ buttons. However, Genesis usually rely on the oh crap. Oh yeah, they're too short. Yeah. Genesis usually relies on the 3 ABC buttons, and yeah, when the Genesis first released, it only had like the 3 ABC buttons, but then later they started coming out with the ABC, XYZ things. When the Saturn launched, the XYZ and ABC buttons were included. However, as a matter of fact, not only were the ABC, XYZ buttons and the D-pad were included as much as the start button were included, but the shoulder buttons were included. Was there an L1, L2? No, there's L and R buttons. So you have the shoulder buttons, so the left shoulder button, the right shoulder button, and that's it. The flaws of the Saturn, its specs get surpassed by the PlayStation 1. Like everything about the Saturn's, like, in terms of specs, surpassed by the PlayStation 1. And also, the internal battery can die, resulting in a factory reset on startup, and of course, erased saves. But however, the Saturn still goes on. But, however, in the event that your internal battery is dead, you can have it easily replaced by a watch battery. I'll have to look it up. In terms for playing imports, of course the Saturn is region locked. But if you pick up the Action Replay Plus for the Saturn, which is this little cartridge, you just put it on your Saturn and voila. Your Saturn is, of course, a motherfucking region-free console. It's magic. Yeah, you just grab the card, and however, not only is this, like, bypasses the region locking, and not only used for codes, it has an internal memory card, and it pretty much has a 1 meg and 4 meg RAM card, which is very essential to certain Saturn games. Okay, so the Sega Saturn also has this peripheral, which I'm aiming to get, which is called the Sega Stunner. And of course, it's a light gun for your light gun games, and of course there are tons of light gun games, including light gun ports, light gun game portings of Genesis games and Sega CD games, such as Corpse Killer, and what was that other one? Crypt Killer. Heard that was on Genesis. It's a Konami light gun game, so yeah. Also, it is home of new light gun IPs, like of course House of the Dead and House of the Dead, Virtual Cop, and of course Area 51, which is another Midway game. Yeah, it's a Midway arcade game. It's a light gun shooter. It's about shooting aliens in a place called Area 51, as said in the title. So yeah, there's Maximum Force. I guess that was also made. Yeah, that was also made by Midway. Yeah, I think it was made by Midway. Am I right? Hopefully, I'm right. And of course, there's this game called Scud Robot, which was talked about in one of Metal Jesus Rocks videos. That's the thing. And also there's the Virtua Stick. So yeah, which is pretty much essential for, like, I don't know, spaghetti sauce on my mouth. Which is pretty much essential for Virtua Fighter 2 and Battle Arena Toshimi, basically any fighting game. So yeah. The Sega Saturn itself was basically like centralized on 2.5D gameplay, or pretty much more enhanced 2D gameplay and 2.5D gameplay rather than 3D gameplay. So yeah, there's that. And however, as a result, you do have a lot of 2D fighters, which is Marvel versus. Not Marvel, which is X-Men versus Street Fighter. Sorry about that. And, yeah. However, there are, of course, Japanese imports. I will say that off the head. Yeah. Up in arms. Also, there's a good... They have a racing wheel, which is great for games like Daytona USA and Sega Rally. And of course Sonic R, but yeah, I really want to stay as far away from Sonic R as soon as possible. Because I don't know what's going to happen for the Sonic fans. the worst thing that might happen is running into Chris Chan and having Chris Chan like fucking pepper spray me in the fucking face for even saying one thing about it. Hell, I can't even say one thing about fucking Sonic Boom. Alright, I talked my head off good enough, so that's all. See you in the next vid.